I'm going to finally unveil my Gumball 3000 car for the 25th anniversary rally. Saigon to Singapore is. Right, this has got way more complicated than I was expecting.
Same with in Monaco when I got stranded. The car, you know, look at it, all sorts of errors.
What is going on?
DD has the same problem.
What? Are you kidding me?
No, yeah, serious.
Right, we've never had to have the military escort us out of the grid. We're going to escort us through because it's getting a little bit overwhelming. Alright, so this is the format. You have an escort. So this is the next batch of Gumball cars which is being escorted. Now, I don't know how long the escort's gonna last for, unbroken, because you've just seen the chaos back there. It's absolutely mad. Because on the journey here, we did see cars individually on their own amongst that chaos. It's gonna be very interesting to see what this drive's like. Also, I've got to deal with a situation in here, which is just know is going to be an admin nightmare. So I don't mean to start this video on a downer, but sadly our friend Darren couldn't make it out here. However, his car is out here. The logistics of getting cars out here and submitting the documentation in order to get the cars through the various different borders, because we're going through 5 countries in 6 days. Well, Darren's not here, but his car is. And it's in here, and I'm gonna need to figure out a way of sorting this out somehow. So let's see. All right, here we are. So as you've seen, some of the cars have left, but the majority of them are very much still here. This is incredible. So my car, it's actually already on the grid. So I'm gonna share that with you shortly. It was delivered there for us, which is very convenient. However, I'm obviously along to join the boys, but also try and figure out the logistics on Darren's Lusso, because that's gonna be a very real issue. Hopefully, Darren's gonna join us in Bangkok, and that means he's gonna be able to take the car from there. The biggest issue that I've just touched on is, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get it there. So I need to find the car amongst over 100 cars here. Once we do that, then we're gonna identify who's got the documents and what we're gonna do with it. There's a lot of British cars here. Look at all the Brits. Eurus, this is gonna be a great car for the rally. Darren's Lusso, Nico's 812 GTS, Turbo S cab, another 812 GTS, AMG GTS, another AMG GTS, 911 Turbo S cab, 2 cabs. There's a lot of Lambos on this rally. Oh, 992 GT3 RS. Interesting choice, because in their conviction of purpose, Porsche decided to commit so hard to track application that there is no frunk in this car at all. They actually replaced it with cooling ducts. One of the reasons that they moved the cooling fans to the middle over the center of the boot line, rather than conventionally they would sit left and right of these air intakes here, is that these actually channel air over the wishbones of the car, the front wishbones, which were designed aerodynamically to create downforce on the actual wishbones themselves. It was an adaptation of technology that came off the 911 RSR program. Cool story. What that means is he's got no bag space. That was a very long way of saying that. This is baller. So this car, I believe, has come in from the States. This has come in from America. How baller to fly your Huayra BC all the way over to put memories on it, all through Asia on the Gumball in one hit. Serious kit in here. Yeah. It's cool, huh? That's a cracking car for the rally. AMG GT Black Series. Fast, comfortable, bag space, reliable. Oh, that would be a dream. If I could probably pick any car, 812 Competizione for Gumball. Sounds spectacular. This is the other thing. When you're choosing a car, I always sort of split it into 2 camps. Do you want to favor your time on the road, or do you want to turn up to the grid, start and finish of every day, pleasing the crowds in a big time thoroughbred supercar that's theatrical, right? That's what, 10% of the rally? Versus crunching miles on the road, which is the other 90%. You got to make that choice. This guy took the 90%, right? So I actually think as well, Eurus on the rally might not seem the most exciting at first. Very good car for Gumball. Been really, really fortunate over the years to have experienced, well, this will be my 14th Gumball experience. And your first one, your inclination is to go big and go in something like really hardcore. And I've done that over the years. I once did it in an Aston Martin Vulcan, a 1 of 25 Aston Martin. That was a track-only car, strictly track-only. A friend of mine had the crazy idea to convert it to a road legal car and allow me to drive it on Gumball. That was the most extreme car that I've done it in, and I wouldn't have changed that for the world. It was the most rock and roll experience ever, with some fantastic memories. But it was through Europe and the roads were good and I knew what I was up to. Whereas out here, things are different, right? This car, I honestly believe that's the best Gumball 3000 car for this particular year. The Huracan Sturato. So the whole ethos of this car is the performance and Lamborghini-ness of the Huracan with the practicality of an SUV in terms of it's got lift kit, practical chunky tires, underbody protection, it's got extra lighting on the front of it. This entrant has gone and put on matching roof box for the extra practicality he's going to need to carry all this gear. That will be a hero car for doing the rally in. And there's two of them here. Oh, that can only be one car. Let's go see. Yes, boys. SPJ in the house. Right, this has got way more complicated than I was expecting. Okay, so here's the update. Driving through this territory, Vietnam and onwards, is not like many of the other Gumball rallies. Once you're in Europe, you're in Europe. You can drive through any country. Over here, things get complicated. First of all, right-hand drive cars are illegal in Vietnam and some of the other territories that we're going through. Likewise, left-hand drive cars are illegal in some of the other territories we're going to as well. Now, in order to mitigate that, Gumball has been planning this event for almost 2 years, and they have gone through government diplomatic processes in order to apply for these permits. It's never happened before. It's an unprecedented occasion to have this many illegal cars effectively in the country. Now, in order to do that, you can imagine the documentation and paperwork which is associated with each car. Typically, you submit the registered driver, passport information, insurance. You submit all of that to Gumball all up front, and then you are linked to that car. And as you're driving around and anyone wants to check that you have the correct permits, Gumball hand you a pack, and it's been really well organized. It's a folder with all of that information in, and you just hand it over and everything is in there. But it's linked to the driver that registered, insured, submitted that car months ago. PK Insurers, who are the insurance partner of Gumball, are now, their entire team is currently in the registration suite, which we shall share with you shortly. Signing everyone on, officially, signing the paperwork to officially register them to the cars that they registered months ago, right? It's part of the registration. If you don't go through that suite, you're not on Gumball. Darren needs to, so I'm told Cars Shipping, rightly, won't release the keys to anyone unless you hand over that pack with your ID that is associated with you. I don't know what else I can do right now, but I'm trying my best to sort it out. By far and away, the safest place for this car is in there. As soon as it gets out here, and actually it's impossible because they will not release the keys, full stop. But as soon as it gets out here, if any of that paperwork's wrong, that is a Ferrari Lusso in limbo land. And the guy from Cars said to me, they'll impound your car. You don't want a car impounded in Vietnam. Definitely not one that doesn't belong to you anyway. All right. Right, now we're gumballing. The reason I feel like we're gumballing now is because this is our first fuel stop. We haven't started the rally officially, but we've got a load of rally cars around us, and we've stopped for our first fuel stop. And if you're just tuning in to new Gumball content, this is quite a ceremonious thing. And what happens is, throughout the week, you'll set off in the morning and you naturally find your own convoy for that day. And there's this unwritten rule. If one car needs fuel, every car stops for fuel and you stay as a pack. That's what's happening right now. Now, as it happens, everyone needs fuel because as per the law of shipping and transporting cars to different countries, you have to drain the fuel to a minimum requirement by the shipping company to send it to the country you need. Hence, all of these have just been on a shipping journey and they are all bone dry, like running on fumes. So it's really important that everyone fills up because they're about to be parked on the Gumball grid, and then we're gonna hit your sixth Gumball?
Sixth Gumball with same car.
Gumball, same car. I'm not sure anyone has that record on the same car.
And you spent 1 year in it yourself,
I did,
right?
yeah, 2019.
Yeah.
We had a riot, man.
Oh my God,
super cool.
One of the most fun I've ever had.
So the idea is, anyway, everyone fills up, and then these cars are all going on display in the center of Saigon for the next 24 hours overnight. There's a public event, which is free for the public to come down, celebrate, and enjoy some good times. And then the flag drops tomorrow. First of all, I gotta go and introduce you to my car. And second of all, I gotta sign on as an official Gumball entrant. This is the warm-up. This isn't actually, the Gumball hasn't actually started yet. We're just parking the cars on the grid. Look at it. It's going mad already. Hey! This isn't even the official day. We're just getting warmed up here. Crowds are probably the craziest I've seen of any Gumball grid. This is some next level stuff. We're just parking the cars on the grid before Gumball starts. Look at the turnout. It's just incredible, man. tomorrow is going to be on a whole different scale of Gumball grid. I mean, over the years we've seen some serious grids, but today, bearing in mind this is car parking day, today is as big a grid as when Gumball normally leaves a city, like on the official day. This is the warm-up act. Right, it's all starting to go a bit wrong for Nico, including his number plate falling off, but he's got worse problems than that right now.
Same with in Monaco when I got stranded. The car, look at it, all sorts of errors.
His dashboard is lit up like a Christmas tree. It's not turning over, look, it's not starting. It's turning over but not starting. Do you know what was really strange? We had a Ferrari technician come and visit the car this morning. Right, that's the car. Technically off. Let's simulate locking the car. Key's not registered. What is going on? Mate, I'd be speaking to that Ferrari tech and getting him here.
DD has the same problem.
What? Are you kidding me?
No, yeah, serious. I just got a text.
Did they make it on the grid?
Yeah, they're here.
Ugh. Not what you need. One thing after another here. Right, we've never had to have the military escort us out of the grid, but these guys are, well, let's just put it this way, enthusiastic, to say the least. It's getting a little bit overwhelming. Okay, let's go. All right, let's do this. Let's make it official and sign on to the 25th anniversary Gumball 3000 Rally in the official registration suite. Right, so that's me officially on now, is it? Let's crimp it so it never comes off. Amazing. Thanks so much. Officially a Gumballer. This is going to be a cool jacket. So this is going to get auctioned off? Fantastic. How cool would it be to win that? It's right in there. Thankfully, I've got a small signature. Oh, that's cool. All right, that's perfect. Perfect, buddy. Appreciate that, man. Thanks. All right, nice. Right here. This one's cool. Awesome. Thanks, man. Wow. Oh, very. How cool is that? Come on. How cool is that? So the significance of what we're looking at here, Gumball has a partnership with Christie's Auction House. The star lot of the charity auction, which goes towards the Gumball Foundation, is the Ulysse Nardin Freak X. But the significance of this particular watch is that it's XP1 prototype development, chassis 1 as it were, forged carbon, Gumball accents. I mean, what a beautiful, how cool is that? So we're expecting this to go big. Monday night charity auction. And what's unique about this one is people can enter into the room by phone, right? Or online.
We're going to try. Make that happen.
We're going to try?
Chris is trying for that.
Chris is trying for it?
Yeah.
Which is unusual.
So it goes out to watch collectors.
Yeah, worldwide. So we've all been working on this for many months to see it come to fruition. And in a minute, we're going to show you the actual booth and watch over there and explain to you more about this amazing timepiece. I've not actually seen one of these before. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
So this is the Freak X limited edition for the Gumball with Ulysse Nardin. It's a limited edition to 150 pieces. You have here the carbonium case with the black DLC titanium. It's really true to our DNA of the Freak, so you have the movement that is telling the time, the revolution in 60 minutes, and on the case back you have the Gumball 3000.
It's a great feeling. It's got to be
feeling.
Amazing, right? This is very special.
This is being a speaker, also getting signed by everyone.
And will this also be auctioned?
Yes, it will, yeah.
But this year's lots are impressive. The thing with these is, while they're aesthetically cool, imagine having that in your house. What a talking point that'll be. Every time someone comes around, what's that speaker got squiggles all over it for? This one time in Vietnam? Very special.
It's ridgy underneath.
Oh, I see, okay. I'll try and go. Oh, yeah, it is. There you go.
To be honest, it looks great.
It's there.
Yeah,
It's
it
there.
actually looks great.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
What a thing. Right. We're in the process of
of
continuing an annual tradition, which is the Gumball
Two.
JWW annual
Three.
photograph
Four.
session. It's like your first day at school.
Yes.
And we have to have the photo. And we bring a reference photo.
Yes, every year.
And we try and match it to make it good. We get our swag. We're officially inducted on the rally, and then we go and have this snap. When I get home, I'm going to request high res. I'm going to have 4 of them printed. I'm putting them on my wall.
Let's do it.
I'll send them.
That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, seamless transition. I know I said I'm gonna show you the car, and I am. The day got carried away. Registration suite, meeting people, press obligations. I'm back on the grid. It's midnight, and I'm gonna finally unveil my Gumball 3000 car for the 25th anniversary rally. Saigon to Singapore is. Welcome to the Aventador SVJ, which is short or abbreviation for Super Veloce Jota. And it's the most powerful Aventador ever made. 6.5 litre, naturally aspirated V12, 770 horsepower, no less. And why else I'm super excited, the DDE boys also have an SVJ. So we're gonna be twinning and winning on this rally together. What else is super cool is the last time Max and I did the rally together was the Toronto to Miami rally, and we did that in an Aventador S. And even though our options for cars, because if you followed the journey, I originally had a car on order that the manufacturer didn't actually construct in time. I subsequently found out it was because of a global carbon fiber shortage, and we had to scramble around at the very last minute to try and get ourselves a car. And we ended up with, I'm just gonna tease you with this, the second best thing to the option that I was planning on bringing. But why this is significant is the last time Max and I did the rally together was in an Aventador S. Now, I actually think, and this is quite a bold statement, an Aventador, a Lamborghini, but particularly V12s, right? Full fat V12, naturally aspirated Lamborghinis are so Gumball. This thing ticks so many boxes. First of all, looks like a thoroughbred supercar, sounds like a thoroughbred supercar. You can arrive at the grid with the doors up and you can interact with fans of Gumball much better, and you can throw t-shirts out, and it's just embodies, I think, what the grid is all about. Just good sounds, good times, thoroughbred supercar stuff. Max and I also found that the Aventador on the previous rally that we did together was a phenomenal car, both when we got to some great driving roads, but also when it came to crushing miles. And this one, we're gonna be doing 3,000 miles in the best part of 7 days. At the time of its launch, back in 2018, it set the production car lap record around the Nürburgring with a time of 6 minutes and 44 seconds. This thing is no slouch, and it is a hero in the Lamborghini lineup. It also pioneered what Lamborghini called the ALA, this system here, which is quite a clever active aero system, which actually draws air in from the front of the car, and then from underneath the wing here, you see these tiny vents here? That acts like a stalling wing, ejecting air out from under the wing, improving the aerodynamic efficiency and downforce of that wing. It's kind of like this non-active, active rear wing. Quite cool. So this is the car. I'll wait to show you inside tomorrow, because A, we're gonna have more lights, but B, there's a really random, quirky feature that I've never seen and I'm questioning inside. Never seen it before, don't know if it's specific to this region, but I'll show you that inside tomorrow. And yeah. Now then, before we sign off, I said on the Uncut channel that we were gonna be giving away brand JWW sunglasses as a push towards the 1 million subscriber count on this channel. Now, I think as of filming this, we're about 98,000 away. Sounds a lot, but we're going to encourage you awesome people to subscribe as part of the Gumball journey. I'm going to put a pinned comment at the top of every Gumball video on this channel, the main channel. If you like, subscribe and comment on that. I'm going to pick someone at random on every comment to see if you're in for a chance of winning a pair of sunglasses. Now, some days I might give away 3 pairs, so you're really in for a chance. Other days, maybe 1. But we're going to get in touch with you on that pinned comment, and then you'll have the opportunity to talk to me and tell me which sunglasses you want. It's gonna be cool, and it's part of the initiative getting this damn channel to 1 million subscribers already. So stay tuned. Tomorrow, flag drop, Gumball 3000 25th anniversary, together with the founder, Maximilian Cooper. We're gonna take you along for every mile. It's gonna be a hell of a journey. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time. Ciao.